In 2016, the Elon women's cross country and track and field teams did a study abroad trip to the country of Greece.
It was a lot of fun. I think it really brought us together because we really see each other only at practice, and it was a lot of fun to see everybody outside of practice on this awesome trip.
It's kind of a huge team bonding experience. It was nice to all be in the same place for an extended period of time, so it was nice to just experience all the different things around Greece with the entire team.
During the team's travels, they managed to explore and witness different sites of Greece's capital, Athens.
I think the most memorable moment for me was when we were visiting the Acropolis. It was just incredible to see something that old still standing.
Experiencing it as such a large group instead of just like a family setting is very different. And so just making sure everyone's staying together and we're trying to learn the information and take it all in at the same time was definitely an experience in itself.
The teams also visited the famous Panellinos Stadium, where the first modern Olympics were held in 1896. The stadium is very important and symbolic in track and field.
Just seeing that track is such an old sport and how people traveled from all over to come to this one place to run basically on a dirt road. It was really, really cool to see how important it was to their culture.
We're obviously all extremely interested in track and field, and I think just standing there and realising that this is pretty much where it all started and this is where we are now with the sport, and it kind of just put everything into perspective for us all.
The students also participated in meets while abroad. The competition itself offered a new perspective into how the sport is held abroad and gave many lessons and new experiences for the coaches and players.
The level of competition is very different in Greece. It's a club system, and so a lot of the athletes that we were competing against were high school to club level athletes, and one of the things I enjoyed the most was seeing how much they appreciated us being there. Some of the younger athletes I think were really inspired by what our athletes were able to do, and you could see that right after a race they would come up and exchange t-shirts and exchange little goodies and just sort of be excited about competing in the same race together. So I think they learned a lot from each other.
The competition as a whole done a lot for the entire team. It kind of gave the entire team a different view on how the sport is run in different countries, and definitely allowed everyone to be focused in a different way.
The meet was a lot of fun, and we got to meet really cool people, and their track is like a club, so I think we kind of took for granted that we have track in high school and in college, and I think it made me appreciate it more.
The coaches of the teams also learned many lessons on this trip as well. They are also very grateful for the opportunities that the university gives to their respective programs.
The main things that I wanted them to take away was not only, being able to have the opportunity to go to another country to see the culture and to compete and also to, academically have some things that they're doing, but just to realize what an opportunity it really was. So that was a tremendous thing that I wanted them to see, to be grateful and thankful about all the things that Elon University is trying to make happen for their college experience.
It made me appreciate the level of resources that we have in this country. I think it's easy to take for granted the NCAA system and the university system and support that we have at Elon, because that support isn't necessarily as great around the world. And I think our athletes got to see that.
All that what they were going through there and what they had there, they did the best they could with the teams and their club group and the facilities. So I like to even myself know that we have a good thing here at Elon.
I think the biggest lesson to learn from the trip was just the diversity of culture and to look at our sport from a different perspective. So we got to see the history of our sport. We got to see how our sport is run in a different country. And then we also got to appreciate the different aspects of our sport within our team.